Now, a long time ago, let's call it last Friday, I found out about a wild Hearthstone movement that was sweeping the scene. Players were creating fresh Odd Paladin accounts, named after a certain individual, and not just attempting to climb to legend, but to the very top of the wild Hearthstone leaderboard itself. All with a single goal in mind. Now, honestly, after finding out about the movement, I thought to myself, am I really willing to play over 100 Odd Paladin games, waste hours and hours of my time, just for a laugh when there were, just infinitely better things that I could be doing with my life? Naturally, later that day, I began my journey. With a 96-13 record, I had managed to climb to legend, entering at rank 27 and smack bang on that top 200 leaderboard, giving me exactly 100 total Paladin wins, including the 4 that I won in the apprentice ranks. So this begs the question, why the hell did I do this and what the hell is happening? The Reaver Ryan Fan Club Discord server was created by wild community member Otters. The server outlines the purpose of the challenge. Reaver Ryan is a regular top 100 legend player who only ever plays Odd Paladin. If you watch any top wild player stream, you're bound to see Ryan at some point. His whereabouts are unknown as he does not add anyone to his friends list. The goal of this movement is to fill the top 200 NA leaderboard with Odd Paladin Ryan accounts, with the hope that he may notice us and add us. Now, as one of these regular top 100 players that's mentioned, I can confirm that the Reaver Ryan account is notorious for playing Odd Paladin. Lots and lots and lots of Odd Paladin. Additionally, these Odd Paladin lists always have a rather unique spin, often making interesting inclusions and exclusions in the list that other players may find particularly strange. But we are not here to question Ryan. The rules state you may only run cards that Ryan finds acceptable. That means that the banned cards are Lothraxian, Christology, Omayog, Animated Broomstick. Instead, the required cards that you have to play with your Reaver Ryan Odd Paladin account are Double Deckhand, Patches, Maul, and Blessing of Authority. This here is the recommended list that participants follow as they build towards their Odd Paladin deck. So, what have been the consequences of the challenge? Right now, there have been over 34 Reaver Ryan accounts created, each taking a unique spin on the battle tag, and there are an astounding 16 accounts in the top 200 legend leaderboard in less than a week. There's also this very funny and interesting HS replay situation going on. At the time of the recording, the recommended budget list on the Discord server has an astounding, hilarious 88% win rate at Bronze through Gold on HS replay, and a 70% win rate at Diamond through Legend. Completely blowing everything else out of the water. Now, this is actually an excellent example of source bias. Source bias refers to how the origination of a deck and how it's shared can influence a deck's overall win rate. For example, if two players were to tweet out identical lists in two different timelines, the win rates for those decks will end up looking very different, and it can depend on the makeup of their audience, in addition to a number of other potential biases. So in this situation, the specific list that is being played is basically exclusively being used by high legend players smurfing in ranks where they don't really belong, and so the deck's overall win rate is heavily inflated. If more players who were not smurfing happen to pick up the deck, then naturally it will decrease. This is an extreme example of source bias, but this type of effect is relevant for every deck and is one reason why, players shouldn't take whatever has the highest deck win rate on HS replay and assume it's the best version of that archetype. But I digress. Going any further is for another video down the road. Now, this has definitely been a very funny side project that players have, been picking up as they desperately wait for new content. And it was weird enough that I decided that I wanted to make a video about it. It stated in the Discord server that this is all meant to be a fun, wholesome project and is very innocent. This whole thing has been fun to watch, and it's cool to see the wild community come together and do something fun. That being said, if we do come in contact with Ryan and he doesn't appreciate the movement, I ask that you'll cancel your work, meaning change the tag, get it off the leaderboard. We don't know Reaver Ryan at all, and we must respect his wishes, which is definitely a sentiment I appreciate. Now, if you want to join in the challenge, make up your own twist on it. The Discord server link will be below in the description. Personally, something that I was trying to do was see if I could get to Legend with less than 10 losses. That was sort of like my own fun twist and sort of the benchmark that I was setting. And maybe it's something that I'll revisit in a new season on a new account, something like that. And with that, I must say, Reaver Riot, signing out.